Thank you for ending the most awkward moment of silence ever.
I was gonna say, character. I'm not muted, am
I
I?
was really hoping the _badass_legend joined.
So, any preferences on controls?
WASD. I prefer WASD.
WSD for Midnight Operator. Would you like A or B? A or B?
No, he wants WASD for your mom.
For your mom?
Yes, Robo wants your mom, and he wants the big fat wedge.
Big fat wedge.
Oh!
Midnight Operator,
Yes.
A or B?
I would 100% want A.
Let's go test, and let's see how both
Yes,
are.
test. Oh
Test
god,
test.
this one's gonna be weird.
This is gonna be a weird one.
I was praying you were gonna go with the reach vert.
I don't go with the reach vert after what happened in Rejected.
Go.
Right, get testing in.
Shit, puffs, reaches, puffs. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up, beat him up.
Or I could beat you up.
Ha,
No,
we'll see.
no beating up for you.
I
Your
will
mom
drive
will
down
beat you.
to your crappy state and beat you up. I will steal your Scorpio's blog prize.
And then I'll steal everything you own, including my Scorpius Builder Award.
I'll just steal your soul. Simple.
Alright,
Alright.
you ready? You ready, Robo?
Yep.
Send
Yep.
it.
Ready.
Put up a good show.
3, 2,
Come on.
1.
Wait,
Go.
the sport thing.
Go. Oh. Not the lower ball. Back off. Back off. Okay, I'm back.
You exposed your back of your robot to your mom after it charged against the
Wait, you don't charge your back to your mom when you're actually... You don't show your back to your mom when you're running to her. Why would you do that? You want to show her all the scars that you achieved in battle.
Why would you be running backwards?
Yeah, why would you be running backwards?
Because running backwards is good.
Mater.
Very
And also he wants to give me a chance.
Lamppost.
One fork, give other fork, and give all of your wheels. Because I want to be shark bait. Someone. I want to
I
become shark
mean,
bait.
you're not remotely sharp bait.
Yeah,
Give
it's
me-
a vertical spinner. It's definitely actually no, Sharkbait has a vertical spinner.
Yeah, never been used in
Yeah.
combat yet, but it exists.
Midnight Operators. It's a fusion.
Well, there's
Yeah.
the fusion Sharkbait. There's also just a vert one.
There's no
There's
pure
also-
vert version.
Yeah, but you can use the fusion one in combat. Well,
Not in a tournament. Not a
Yeah,
tournament.
oh,
Yeah.
like it was
It-
out on it was
He's,
in a fight.
he's worried it's worried that the ACs would explode during battle. If you used it. Yes, so right, good.
Take over the sport.
Your mom. I might need a camera switch soon. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, that's fine. My main objective has just been keep everyone in camera. But if you need them, tell me.
Wow.
10, 9,
No!
8, 7, 6,
damn it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is a knockout to your mom.
Yo! GG. I'll
GG.
have to disconnect
Oh, well.
and tell.
Sorry, Fluff.
It's fine, I don't care that much. He lost by Uda, cause what can you do?
Yeah. So next up is
hard
going to
making
be Banshee
non-vertical.
versus Hellfire. So Moment, we need you back, and Alex, we need you back.
Damn, no MVP driver today. Sad.
Saj. Moment
know,
and
I-
Alex.
I was talking to Average
Moment,
Joe.
which controls would you like?
So before the tournament, I was talking to Average Joe, and he said the reach vert punt spots, but the wedge really doesn't punt it as often, or as powerful. I just think I proved him wrong, because holy
Perhaps.
god, that last impact.
Moment, which controls would you prefer?
Don't matter.
Cool. Alex, which controls would you like?
I don't care.
Cool. I will do them this way around then.
I'll take Waz then.
Moment, which config would you like?
Take a B.
Take B.
I need to watch this match very carefully. It determines my opponent. Oh, great, I have to fight the uppercut robot-looking thing, or Witch Doctor at home.
Alex, do you remember the notes for Impetus?
No, there are no notes.
The message I sent you for Impetus.
Yes.
Same plan.
I mean, this didn't fight Impetus at all, but yeah.
Did it not fight it? You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, get your tests in if you want them.
2, 1, go.
Spin.
Well, wait, I have a prediction. The winner of this match is going to be a Vert, and the winner and whoever
You
wins
don't
this
say.
match is also going to fight a Vert, and the winner of that match is also going to be a Vert.
I mean, that's not a prediction, that's just looking at your screen.
It is a prediction in my hopes and dreams.
Alright, fire when ready.
Good luck to both of you,
Okay.
and put up a very good show, because I want to fight a top-notch opponent. Someone press weapon. Someone.
Anyone?
3, 2,
Hey,
1,
operative
go.
silence is broken finally. Oh.
I'll just wait for the confirmation that it was ready.
Oh, Banshee is the lower block.
Ooh.
Despite it not having a hinged wedge.
Yeah, no hinges. I did mean to make a full config, just never got round to it, and I quite like the wedge.
The thing with really
quite
long
low.
faults is the moment you get from a slight angle, you get
Yeah.
Oh, now other robot got under. I can't tell if its spinner is.
It's spinning. It's just like it's just a December 10th thing where it looks like it's not.
Yeah, frame rate things.
it's like the perfect speed to make it.
Yeah. I did
there
almost
goes the-
submit a, ooh,
There goes a big part of the wedge.
there goes the lip.
Don't worry, he doesn't. Don't worry, he doesn't need the lip. He only needed this to kiss.
Now, oh, there's a good hit.
Huge hit. Insert.
You guys don't
you
have
mean
to
here.
narrate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we have a freedom of speech here in America.
It's quite annoying when you're like trying to focus on the battle
Yeah.
and narrating it.
Just let me drive, goddammit.
Let me drive the frickin' robot.
Wait. One of the. I've just realized one of the two blocks is smoking.
Yeah, I think that's Hellfire.
If that's host slaughter, I think its drive might be overheating, or its weapon overheating.
I think
And
it
the
hit a
weapon,
motor.
the weapon's not spun down, so I think that's drive. Or a dead
I would think
motor.
like one of the back.
It could be the. I would say it could be that weapon, but no, it's not. However, keep in mind, even if a motor gets hit, it somehow does not stop.
I mean, if it's one of the drive motors, then it won't, because it's four-wheel drive. Oh, 10, 9, 8,
That's it.
7,
And
6,
how will do
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is a win to Banshee.
Oh, Potts, see you next match.
So next up is Moshu versus Fallout. So Alex, we still need you.
Back in here.
We need the last moment. I'ma kick you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a very good fight. I was worried about that one with Hellfire.
Well, we're gonna have two very powerful verts fighting in this
Yeah.
match.
Lars, as it's your own robot, it's both your own robot. Preferences for controls.
I'll have player 2.
I don't care.
Cool. Yeah, Alex, I'm just too used to you driving other people's robots.
What am I fighting again? Oh.
Yeah, you're fighting the Vision clone.
Vision clone?
Vision.
Visions?
Yes.
Visions is a very different robot.
Visions is
I
a
said
horizontal.
I said fusion.
I mean,
Oh,
you
Mouser.
didn't.
I said
Oh,
fission.
Mouser.
Vision with an F.
I also drive it a lot like Fago Miser.
Three,
Get your testing in.
2,
Yeah.
One.
I,
go.
yes, the 1-pound bot that's very powerful, and the one thing I don't want to fight.
I would say, oh, I can bite that horizontal, but no, I can't. But this thing is pretty bad against horizontal, so I'm probably
Bad against
Is that-
horizontals, you say?
not. Yes.
It's that so.
Yes, it is. Correct. It has
Oh.
like not
I
much
mean-
defense.
Saying it's bad at horizontals is not as different self-deprecation.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not saying. I'm
yeah.
not self-deprecating. I'm just saying this thing has no like anti-horizontal config or whatnot.
Get the GIF.
Don't.
Do it! We all know what to do.
It's
Alright.
the first
3,
fight.
2,
Send.
You ready? Yep.
1,
Send it.
go.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had horizontal.
More.
He completely
Not speed! Let me speed! Not bad.
no speed. No,
That's
no decorative wedge piece for you.
Oh,
Oh!
oof.
Oh no, there's my wedge.
Fuck you.
Oh, 10, 9, 8,
Oh,
7,
damn it.
6,
Hit it.
5,
Hit
4, 3,
I got
2, 1.
there.
That was engagement
Here you
before 1. 10,
Come on.
9.
Weapon to weapon.
Alex, you could have won it there.
I want fun, boy.
Want
Funny.
money?
Screw winning. I'm here to have a good time.
That's fair.
I mean, where you just get a lucky shot and you're
Yeah,
really
agreed.
done anything.
I prefer to lose a good match than win a shit one.
Stay.
In Pickle Rick is doing a good job at just punning. Oh, now one of the pits is now open for the Reds.
Burt's really good at doing his job.
It is.
Yeah, and some,
But so's the
yeah.
horizontal, actually.
yeah,
That
the
wedge is being
smaller
effective.
Oh,
And
At
That-
10, that
no,
is...
wait, no, my beater's glitched. It
Yeah,
doesn't-
I'm gonna... It is not resolving itself. Moser, if you can spin down for me.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Oh, no.
okay.
No. That might have
I'm-
killed my weapon though.
Possibly.
Okay,
What I'm gonna do...
let's-
What I'm gonna do is if you spin up your weapon to see if it has killed it, if the weapon is still moving and your bot is still moving, we're gonna continue as normal.
Okay, that's fine.
If not, we're gonna do a restart with 1 minute 15 remaining. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. I just
So
wanted
1
to
minute.
I just wanted to pause it to explain that and okay, restarting in 3, 2, 1.
No engaging
Okay.
for this.
No, it has not.
Yep, weapon is
There we
still
go.
working. We resume as normal. We'll
Okay,
treat that
well,
as
okay.
it just dug into the polycarbonate for a moment.
We do not
Keep on
talk
breaking
about...
Liam's
Sorry.
shit.
Oh, there's sparks now coming out.
One of my ESCs.
Oof.
Oh, Impickle has gotten an ESC. And no, you're not gonna, I'm not going to stop calling it Impickle. It's always going to be Impickle in my heart.
So close
Oh,
to the
God, I was
Utah.
almost out.
Oh, there goes a front panel on Musu. And Impickle hit that someone exposed the battery and caused a fire. And that will be it.
That is going to be a scorecard.
I'll judge.
100%.
Liam,
I
you
can judge
judge.
this one again.
That was good. GG.
Brooke shall judge.
GG's, that was a good fight.
Wait, I
think-
just
I'm just disappointed I got stuck in the wall because I would have had more time to like
Yeah,
do more damage. but,
it is a
like,
tough one.
yeah,
Did
the
someone
fight-
post the GIF?
if
Someone
Yes.
posted the GIF.
because someone made me post the GIF.
Anyways, what's going on?
Can we
Yeah,
see
We,
the
we got
level.
we got a scorecard.
Post is doing something else.
I was
I
hoping
was
to
just-
get-
Okay, let's go around the damage for the judges.
I was actually hoping you had like an anti-horizontal config that we used just so I had a bit easier time.
No, I don't have any configs for this thing.
That's probably the
Apparently
best
it
angle.
holds. Apparently it holds up fairly well against a horizontal because it didn't take any damage really.
It is like a low-powered horizontal relatively. It's like 30 kilojoules.
Oh.
That's it. Yes, Cabbage posted me when I see the axolotl. Let's go.
I forgot that I had the rest of it, but like it just like gift save gift stuff.
Ooh. Ah, great.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Min says that meanwhile we can ping BK, but then again he's an NBC.
Yeah, but he did ask to be pinged for his next fight.
Don't worry, I got you, bro.
Cabbage already did it.
Don't
We
have
have a split decision.
Oh.
Judge Brick scored the fight in favor of Fallout. Judge Potts scored in favor of Mozo.
No, I did not pay him off.
And Judge Liam scored the fight in favor of Mozo.
Damn it, GG's.
On a scale of what?
I honestly think if I didn't get
It was
stuck in
a
the wall,
25 to 20.
I honestly think if I didn't get stuck in the wall, I could have won that.
Yeah.
Because that just like removed like at least 20 seconds of me being able to do damage to him.
To me,
Damn it.
a lot of your score revolved around losing control because every
Yeah.
time you hit Mozo, you were flying back.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that makes
even when it was like a hit on the side, it was taking control away from yourself.
Yeah, the only problem I had was like, oh, I stuck at the wall. But like, if that would have happened again, like if that wouldn't have happened, I would have been able. Since I removed his wedge, I would have not. That would never.
Oh yeah, precisely.
not have
Like
happened,
if
so-
you'd not have gotten stuck there, then that would have been a very different fight, I think.
Yeah. GG's.
But yeah,
Well-
going with the fairness of what to do in the situation, that was the
Yeah.
most fair.
Wait, I
choice.
just
Yeah,
realized
I
something.
know. I agree with the decision.
Yeah.
I'm just kicking myself in the balls. I could have won that.
I mean, part of me is
Yeah.
I'm explaining to myself as well.
I just realized something.
Yes.
If I beat Banshee, I go to the finals. But if I lose, I have to fight for
Yeah.
bronze.
Yes.
Either way, this might be the best driving I've somewhat done in a tournament.
Yeah.
It's usually I
you've
don't
been
even
doing good.
drive at all.
I have
So-
to go. That was a really good fight.
That
challenge.
was a really good fight.
GG's.
Wait,
I'm ready
Cabbage.
to have 2 more matches with this
Wait.
bot.
So close to
Wait.
that damn battery. Damn it.
Wait,
GG's.
Cabbage Road to Fallout faced 3 different dual weapon bots.
It did. You ain't
What's the
wrong.
next fight here?
So next up we have Impetus versus Psycho. So we need BK and Min.
Well, I'm going to die.
You
Is
played
that-
it.
Bad attitude.
Self-deprecation, I see.
No,
God,
it's
stop with
it's
the
it's the case of I'm facing Min, one of the best builders.
Min says I'm
server.
going to die.
Min, I know you're a robot. You're going to kill me. I don't have an answer for this.
Alex, you were
Hey.
driving Impetus, weren't you?
Wait, I just realized something. Both builders said they're gonna die, therefore both of their bots are going to die at the same hit. Possibly.
That does
Um,
not mean
uh,
anything.
Alex, were you
I know.
driving Impetus?
Yeah.
Which config would you like?
B. It doesn't suck.
BK, which config would you like?
Well, if he's going for a wedge, I'll go wedgeless because fuck it, why not?
So is that B?
That is A.
That is A. Cool. Now you are
Wait,
on
take Psycho,
AI.
take Psycho off AI.
Yep,
take
I
Psycho off
saw
AI.
that just as I pushed the button.
I'm gonna die to poo horizontal, Nick says.
Get your testing in.
Alright.
One.
Okay.
Go.
Don't say that, man. It's not a poo horizontal. You saw what it did to its last opponent, and it did all the way across the arena for the knockout.
I mean, that was because of this wedge rod that was horizontal.
It still did deliver the hit, so. Well, good luck to both of you.
All right, when you're ready.
Ready?
I'm ready. Did it?
This is where someone presses go.
One. Go.
Oh!
No spin
That's
move.
my pole.
Now we have less things to buy. Okay.
Yeah, but now if you get flipped, you're dead.
So.
Well, now Psycho has one goal. One goal.
I
Holy.
also have one goal and one time.
Oh, you missed one of these.
I also pressed the wrong one.
Go run. Use whatever remains of your scope riding pole to jam up his weapon. That's and it's dead.
Right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We back.
That was close.
This guy's got my stop.
Oh my god, that spin up torque.
I also down.
I don't know, you've taken some wedge off.
Wedge. Oh!
Oh, 10, 9,
That's a good.
8, 7, 6,
Alex,
5,
your
4,
celebration.
3,
Spin,
2,
spin,
1.
spin,
That is a knockout impetus.
Just want to
spin
mention
weapon
something right
for
now.
victory.
I think I found an issue with with that area.
What's that?
Wait
My wedge clipped into it.
Oh yeah, they do that on the outside.
Yeah,
Wait up,
so I couldn't
Wait,
move for a good
pause.
2 seconds.
Someone's gonna have to drive.
I call bullshit on that. I really do. Because how the hell does me hitting the bottom of his wedge send me upwards?
It was a weird hit, but yeah.
Oh well. Oh well.
It's not something for me to flip off.
I made the top 8 with built in an hour. I'm not going
Yeah,
to play.
that's not bad going, to be fair.
Is there seeds for next time?
I mean, it's all new robots each time, so no.
Damn.
Wait, I realized Alex is.
Like you're not going to be able to bring Psycho back as the number 8 seed. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I can bring something else that's even more
Yeah.
stupid.
So
see you guys. Have fun.
Alex is driving 3 bots.
And Mint GG, that was a fun fight. I just
He is?
wish.
Yeah.
I just wish I went with the wedge.
Musu, Banshee, and Impotent.
Yep.
Every
Well,
boss that got into the knockout rounds is still in.
Yep. So next up we have your mom versus Banshee. So we need Brickmaster back in. Was Brickmaster driving your mom?
No, Robo.
Robo Gamer, we need you back in.
Connecting to pots. I can't wait to try to get into the finals.
Preferences on controls.
I would take WASD.
Does that go with you, Alex?
Yeah.
Cool. And would you like A or B?
Let me in.
No.
Question
Would you
mark?
like A or B?
I can. I'll
He
take
wants to
the.
be let in. He
I'll
doesn't know.
take
He
the
wants
wet.
to see what he's fighting.
Yes, I want to see beautiful. I want to see Banshee. After it loads.
It does take a little while.
Ooh. And I will take the wedge.
You will take the wedge?
Yes.
Do we?
But yes, I do not want to get stuck like the rich vert. Again.
Alex, do you know the plan?
Yeah.
You know the plan.
Yeah.
I know the plan. It's
I
to
wonder
suck
what the plan
less.
could be.
Alright, get your tests in.
2, 1, go.
Bean. Well, good luck, Alex. Winner
Yep.
advances into.
Yep.
Winner advances to the finals.
Yep, our
Loser
first
goes-
semi-final of the tournament.
And
Let's have a good
loser
match.
Fights for third place.
Man,
Oh.
if Potts wins his own tournament,
3, 2,
Rigged.
Gotta rig it to get that first win, boys.
Wait, you need your tournament to be with shark bait. I'm not gonna let you-
Yeah, shark bait can only ever come second.
I mean, Jesus, but I
I
the
need
first one is always unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting Banshee to get this far, honestly.
I was not expecting my
Tony,
I was not
what?
expecting my driving to get this far. But look at my driving. It's not to the semis. Spin back up.
No
Okay,
spin
I
for you.
am. I spin.
Potentially it turns off your mom's weapon.
My hands are literally on buttons 1, 2, and 3 for cameras.
Yes, if they weren't on the cameras, people would start taking this tournament because no camera switch.
That's a
And-
ooh, that can be my tourney gimmick.
Shit cameras.
No
Where are the
camera. No cameras.
Everyone fighting blind. Only the tourney host gets to see what's happening. Audio describe tourney.
Wait, but who gets to judge the match?
People who can hear.
No ground toy, just where it drives.
I am being careful. In 1 minute, and I do not want to lose to a box machine.
Well, that's rude.
I mean, if
Despite
there is,
how
if there is a point that you want, that if you lose to, a pot machine isn't the worst spot to lose to.
That's
I
less
know.
rude. I appreciate this.
I do not want to lose because I want to see if I can somewhat, prove that my driving skills suck less.
Oops,
No,
better
I will
moment.
perform the finals loss.
Weapon is still alive. Better
I
than
will
every
perform
other.
the finals loss after the last turn. I will do it in time.
Back up. Good. Ah, let me turn. Why is Banshee so fast?
Because Zoom.
Banshee isn't actually particularly fast.
Nah,
For me, at least.
it's maneuverable, but it's not the fastest. It's not the fastest thing I've made. Like, it's not abominable fast.
Compared it to your mom, it is fast.
Yeah, but your
Yeah, your
mom's slow
mom's
as fuck.
Shit.
Whoop.
Oh!
I mean, that's the first time the wedge has come off.
And that's time.
That, I think, is going to be a scorecard.
100%,
Yeah.
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 I'll judge. Frick,
Even
sure.
if I lose, I've put up a show, and that's all I care about. All I care about is just putting up a show.
So we
Which
need
is why-
someone to take over Judge 2.
That'll be me.
Go, do it.
We need the robot names.
Banshee and your mom.
I can't tell which way they actually are, so we're gonna go this way.
This is a tough one.
This is really tough, yeah. It's really back. It was really back and forth throughout the whole thing.
One thing I noticed during the fight is that if your mom was just going forward, I could never get under it. But even if it's turned slightly, I could get under it every time. Just trying to base it into turning.
Yeah, like, that's so many problems.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Now we just need Liam.
We are just waiting on Liam.
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 We.
Liam.
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 Liam, we need to.
Liam, you
Cool
dead?
arena. Cool
Liam.
arena maker. We need you to make more arenas. Don't break every 10 seconds. Because of Jerry.
Cabbage, if you saw the whole fight, then we may need you to judge in place of Liam, if that's alright.
Liam.
Also, yeah, each side of the wedge on Banshee is 2 parts, so the lip is a lot sharper.
Wait, like, just a quick question. Is this the most damage Banshee has taken in this entire tournament?
I think it is.
Oh!
I mean,
well, even if I lose, I
I
have something to
will
brag about.
discuss more afterwards to not influence Cabbage.
Yeah.
Oh, Liam is typing.
Oh, Liam is typing.
Liam is alive!
Lunch,
I'm having
so we
lunch,
missed the
so I
battle.
missed the bat.
Ah,
Oh, Cabbage!
That's fine. Cabbage,
need
if you
you.
saw it, jump in the sheet.
So
You
how much
believe
would
in
you
Cabbage.
pay Cabbage?
He's deafened. He's deafened.
Ah.
At Cabbage.
Cabbage is deafened.
Don't worry, I pinged him. He wrote Pog hashtag. Roman said, "I'll the judge," but the Banshee bet to me. But you've lost the judge. How dare you?
Oh, wait. Cabbage, do the thing. Cabbage.
Cabbage.
There we go. We have a split decision.
Oh.
Oh
boy.
Oh boy.
Judge.
Oh no.
Judge Primal scored the fight in favor of your mom.
Hey.
Judge Cabbage.
She's a very nice person.
Is she though? Judge Cabbage scored the fight in favor of Banshee.
Ooh.
Judge Brick scored the fight on a 23-22 decision.
Oh.
Each category going on a 3-2 across the board in favor of Banshee.
Ah, GG. That was close.
Let's go.
That
Front row lockout.
honestly, that could have gone either way from my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Very close fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, everyone's calling it rigged.
Rigged!
Finally, I'm not third.
Because Alex won.
So, next up, we have an interesting fight. We have Mozu versus Impetus.
Sure, man, I can...
Alex, what do you want to drive?
Mint said Primal can drive his.
Primal, you
Sure,
want to
yeah,
drive?
Sure, yeah.
Both drivers are here.
Arrows, though, please.
You would like arrows? No.
I need arrows. You've seen.
Would you like A or B?
Can I see who I'm fighting, please?
Mozu.
They're fighting.
What do you think, Min? What would you go with?
Personally, I would go with B.
Yeah,
Like, man,
I
I
was
mean-
thinking...
Yeah,
B.
maybe just B.
Let's go B.
Keep in mind, the loser has to fight your mom for third place.
I
and
don't want to
winner
fight my mom. She's a nice person.
gets the finals.
No, don't check.
Alright, I
Everyone
will
got to
take
keep
a
And
on.
of course, it starts.
Take a
with
test.
when I say that.
1, go.
Boom. Nice.
Turning's stiff.
Yeah, it's funky.
It is no Jesus.
Yeah. Alright.
Meanwhile, my turning.
I'm not sure which I'd prefer.
This is how I self-fight. If I can get it to work. Can't guess it to work.
And I've seen the strats.
There we go. Figured out how to
So you
self-right
basically
now.
pull them all, or
I figured out how to self-right in the semi-finals.
It's only taken a couple of fights, it's fine.
Alright. I've seen the strat, so if it doesn't work out, I can do that. Alrighty.
Alright, hit it when you're ready. Primal, you know how the arena works, right?
So hitting the blue button means blue pits, red button means red pits. If I hit it twice, one of the pits will release.
Yep.
Alright.
3,
Just checking, 'cause I'm not sure how many you see.
1, go.
then there are boopers on the screws.
I mean, that was a sentence I didn't expect to hear today, but yes, there are.
There are boopers on the screws. Am I wrong?
You are not. Oh,
Wi-Fi has died for a couple of
Come on.
seconds, but I'm back.
Wi-Fi has
Alright,
died.
let's do this.
Become hat.
Yes, become hat.
Oof,
Thank you.
hat removed.
No
For the
more
second
hat.
time in a row, it does not have a head.
Okay.
Primal Fiend.
No.
Is this the actual fight?
This is the actual
Yeah.
fight. That's why there's parts all around the arena.
Okay, Primal is saying that he can be a pretty good wedge block. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Alright, 10,
Oh, that,
9, he back.
he back. I do not want to fight any of these blocks.
That's why you're not fighting.
I think means in the third place fight.
Yeah, with your mom.
Oh, I see smoke from it.
Oh, there is some smoke.
And by the smoke, there's fire in my route.
Probably the weapon given.
Nope. the weapon's
No,
still
weapon's still
alive.
good.
At least one of the motors then, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the front or back drive motors.
Adios!
Oh! I have a good time.
What are you doing, man?
Your mom.
Yeah!
Doing your mom.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Stream. What I've seen so far, it seems to be very close.
It is.
I can't self-right anymore.
Here's the
Never
screws.
can I, my friend.
Right. Eat those wheels. They look very delicious.
They do look tasty. Sad chat bait noises.
Yeah, unlike your mods. Of course, they go back to 0 frames a second.
Oh, you're on fire. 10, 9, 8, out of time.
Ah.
That was too close to say it was conclusive either way to me.
Yeah, same.
So we are back to the scorecard.
I'm back to be a judge.
Stand in for me.
Yep, someone needs to stand in for me. I can't
I'm-
jump in because I'm fighting the winner.
I'm back,
Alright.
so I can be a judge.
Wait,
was-
and I can't judge because I'm fighting the loser.
Woman,
So
I
I
hope
could-
that was alright. Minus the
And,
last shot, of course.
I can judge, so I can judge the P1 again.
Okay, I am.
Me.
Okay, just in case my Wi-Fi goes down again, I have my phone next to me so I can plug it into my PC for mobile data.
Who wants to wait? We need another judge.
Not me.
Yeah, so Brick and Cabbage, are you still good to judge?
Yes, I
And-
can.
And Liam
Brick-
if he's
Brick.
no longer eating lunch.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in judge 3.
Whoa, so we have all 3 judges.
Just
Yay.
checking with Cabbage because he's muted.
Deafened.
Deafened. You're muted twice.
He muted sound.
Infinite mute.
Are we still not able to find a second judge?
Cabbage is seeing if it works on phone.
He can't edit.
He can't edit. Damn it. We will need a second judge then. We have two. We just need a judge for Judge 3. Droller, if you saw everything, jump on in.
Drolla says he might be able to.
Yeah, I have said for Droller, if he can, then go ahead and jump in. Droller, do it. Droller was in the sheet. Excellent. We have a unanimous decision on a 27 to 18 in favor of Mosu.
Oh, great. Now I fight Alex again with the horizontal.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, I tried.
So, before we do the final, we're going to have the third place match of your mum versus Impetus.
And Alex, you want to take it back?
Sure.
Alex drive everything. So we just need the driver for your mum in the Parsec.
Okay, I was just talking a little to Average Joe about things I would change. So he might join the stream to watch this third place match. Oh.
Just imagine if I drive like 3 bots to the top 3.
So, preferences on controls?
WASD again. It's something I feel comfortable with.
A or B?
And wedge.
And Impetus, I'm assuming you're going to want the wedge?
Yeah.
Excelente.
Let's go do a quick test, and because this is kind of for fun.
3.
Yeah, this doesn't mean much.
1.
It just means you go out on the announcement.
Wait, you should also add 4th place to the announcement as well.
I made
So
it. I
you
made
can-
it.
So like the driver gets a little recognition for their driving.
Yeah.
And for the bot. Hope whenever. Oh, Alex, this is gonna be fun.
All right.
Let's just
Let your third place match commence.
I thought you were gonna say, "Let your mom's match begin."
3, 2, 1.
Good luck.
Go.
Here we go.
All right, 10,
Spin.
9,
Get slapped,
8,
boy.
7,
Get slapped.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Back
Goodbye.
away, back away, back away. Wait, now I'm being pinned.
The pin reverse.
Uno reverse card.
Oh, now both bots are spinning. This might mean.
Oof.
Came off there.
Ooh.
I think that was
that's
the wedge decoration.
Wedge
Oh, what?
Yeah, the wedge.
Oh, there goes the lamp. That was very important. for-
Shoot.
You may not. No pushing. Robo allow for your mom. Or any bot that starts with your and ends with your family member's name.
Data Society.
Your Tyson.
Your hopes and dreams of winning. Oh, yes, I got the poll.
Now you have
I am happy.
to buy some.
I have something to bite on. It's called not doing any of this. Wait, I can still grab onto the top of the pole. Let's go. Of course, I launched myself, but I don't care. I am becoming skateboarder.
Oh, you
Back away. No.
Yes.
So, are you favoring the horizontal movement?
Adios.
I have a good time.
10, 9, 8, 7,
No,
6, 5, 4. Are you back?
Not for long.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is a knockout to your mom.
Third place, let's go! For the first time I actually get ranked in something where I actually drive. Well, GG, Alex.
GG.
So, finally, our final matchup is Banshee versus Mozo.
Wait, Alex is driving both of these.
He
Yes, I am.
is. Who have we got in the thing? Because I need to pick a backup driver. Primal, would you be up for driving Banshee?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Cool.
That's
Because you were going to be my plan after done anyway.
Alright,
Primal, you're going to need arrows.
please.
And for what feels like the first time today, we have no alternate configs.
Oh boy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bear with.
This thing again.
I am just going to do a quick thing.
What is the quick thing?
2 seconds.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Oh, hold on.
We just having a little strategy meeting.
Alright.
We'll have a strategy meeting too.
A strategy meeting, it just watches it says full send.
Just smash.
Ooga booga monkey brain.
Alright, go for a bit of a test.
2, 1, go.
I mean, you've seen this thing on Parsec testing anyway, so you know it's got the spin, you know it's got the good old self-rider.
So, Primal. Show it off. Show off the...
Show off my sick decal works.
Oh, Pods, another...
No engagement in the testing.
Hey, I'm trying to get...
There's one thing...
I'll get you down.
Nah.
Put him out of his misery, Primal. Put it in
Is this the final?
This is the finals.
Where robot?
One thing I would maybe recommend you do, Pods, is to make the self-rider move a whole 180 degrees. So if it gets stuck on the wall, it can push itself out.
If it moves any further past, it's clipping into the back panel.
Well, make it hold.
And if I
Make a
move it
hole.
back any further, then it stops it from driving up inverted. The self-rider geometry is very deliberate. Because it goes to exactly where it needs to.
Just, whoever wins, congratulations, you're the first new champion of the year.
I
Put
mean,
up a
that was the
great
point of the
show.
tournament, is to guarantee a brand new champion bot.
Alright, ready?
All right, your finals for the first tournament of the year, when
Well,
the game reloads all of Banshee's CAD. And
Yeah.
fire away when you guys are ready.
Alright,
I kind of want Banshee to win so we can just make fun of Tosh for rigging his own tournament.
Go.
But at the same time, I
Here
want
we
Lucian
go,
to win
let's
because I
walk
want
out
Alex to
again.
win with one of his bots.
Essentially bot final.
I mean, I've not had a win from any of my bots yet.
You've gotten closer, Shark Bay too, haha.
I have.
I've had a win full combat.
Very speedy.
It is very turny. Try to keep
very
forwards held when you turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why does my hand do it?
That's because you have muscles and joints. That's why your hand is moving.
Not that Einstein. About finding the right time to turn.
Yeah.
It's like we're both like trying to turn.
It can drive inverted as well, by the way.
What was that?
It can drive inverted. If you're in a bad spot to self-right.
Is Banshee two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive?
It is four-wheel drive.
Oh.
The front wheels are just very hidden. You can see it
They
when
are
it's upside down. It's just behind the wedge.
Oh. Oh, by the way, if this does go to the judges, I can probably judge.
We will deal with that when the time comes.
I'm gonna re-hit the pit button to hope that the pit opens up that is easier for him.
Magical secret third pit.
The magical secret third pit goes wherever the flight.
Aww.
10, 9, oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, now I see those wheels. Give wheel.
Give wheel.
There we go.
Give wheel. Thirteen seconds left. This match will not go. This will not be a knockout.
I
Nice.
mean, it could be knockout, it just can't be counted out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this
I'll
goes
judge.
to a scorecard.
Oh, no, that was the wrong button. I meant to click settings.
Liam will judge.
Liam will judge.
Brick will judge.
Let me just
Jola
clear
says
the
he doesn't
scorecard.
think. Jola says he doesn't think it's a scorecard.
That was rough.
I think that's a scorecard. I don't know.
Well, it's the final.
As it's the finals, we will do a scorecard.
Definitely felt like a finals match for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Controller's on, but that
I
was
think my drive is a bit too good.
Yeah, I'd say definitely turn down the turning a bit.
Perhaps. Yeah, it turns
Less
super
turn.
quick.
Yep.
Like, I planned it so that I can use, like, to turn just, like, slammed horizontal, but I used a vert more than I expected.
Yeah, the vote was doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vert actually did a ton of damage.
So currently we have Droller and Brick in there who haven't put anything in. Are both of you judging?
Yeah, I'm just thinking a bit. This is the final, so I need to think.
That's fair. I'm just double checking that you are actually in the sheet.
Oh,
Yeah,
are we gonna do
I'm in.
exhibition matches also?
So if the builders are here, we may do a sneaky little second bot rumble. Not Rumble,
Okay,
but
so,
mini bracket.
I want an exhibition
Oh.
match against Banshee with Midnight Operator.
I mean, we've done that like
Yes.
20 times in test.
Yeah, I know. I want to see if I still got it, and I want to drive. that's
Oh, pause.
Droller, were you judging?
He says, you know how he'll fall, so he'll stay out.
Oh, okay. Can we get one more judge then, please?
We have Liam. We have Primal.
I
Liam's
can't
already
because I
judging.
drove.
Yeah,
Alright.
Primal was driving.
Is-
Alex
is
was driving.
Cabbage.
Cabbage is deafened, so.
Let me go ping him.
Moment. Hey, Moment,
Sorry,
Q
I
judge.
wasn't watching.
Moment, Q judge.
Let me go ask Cabbage.
Hey, should I ping the _badass_legend to see if he can judge?
No. You wasn't here.
He's the badass legend.
Cabbage is typing.
Wait,
He's
no, remember,
typing?
he can't because he's on mobile.
Why is he on mobile?
I can't
do
edit
it
on phone.
Why is Cabbage on mobile?
Oh, no.
Cabbage, if
Don't-
you... Cabbage is muted. Cabbage, if you DM me, I can put it in the sheet for you.
Cabbage, I'm deaf. Cabbage.
Rigged. Just gotta like make it just enough so I lose. That's
I mean, I've been doing it on how many judges go for each one anyway.
He's going to give Banshee 5-0 impact.
Wait, someone go screenshot the judge's score and then Cabbage can
In
show us the
fact,
score.
we do not need a second judge. We do not need a third judge even. The two judges are already unanimous. So with the two judges, it is a 20-10 in favor of Mausu.
Sorry,
Wow,
bots.
GG, Alex.
Alex, you did it!
finally
Alex.
hate
So yeah,
that job. Ignore how
So yeah, that gives a win to Alex. Congratulations to Mausu.